Well, we're doing something very different today. We're on the ferry from Felixstowe to Harwich, where we're going to have a day with the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, and we're going to see what goes on behind the scenes. But it's their open day today, and we're going to have a great day, I hope. Well, I have here with me Andrew Vincent. Now, Andrew has kindly come along to help us out today with a bit of professionalism, eh?
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Andrew.
Thank you.
We're going to have a nice trip across the water here for a little while.
Definitely.
But you're going to be doing lots of interviews for us today. Give it some professionalism, yeah?
Definitely.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, let's enjoy this.
Hello, I'm Andrew Vincent, and we're here at the Harwich Lifeboat Station, and I'm joined by one of the volunteers who actually provide the service on a day in, day out basis. So can you tell us a bit about what happens on your daily call-outs, please?
Yeah, okay. Well, the RLI uses volunteer crews mainly, although at Harwich, because of the situation with the two boats that we have here, we have two full-time employees, a full-time coxswain and a full-time mechanic, and they're backed up by a volunteer crew of 28. So essentially, if there's a call-out, those of us that are volunteers will respond to our pages, which we carry out with us all the time, and we could be at work, we could be at home, we could be shopping. We just drop whatever it is we're doing and come down to the station to man whichever boat has been requested to go to sea.
Excellent. How much time have you been training for, your initial training, sorry?
The initial training takes quite a long time because we don't always take people from a maritime background. I work at sea myself. I'm a pilot launch coxswain for Harwich Haven Authority, and that's not a necessary requirement to be a member of the lifeboat crew. The RLI have put in place now a very comprehensive training programme, coupled with training at station, coupled with training at the RLI College down in Poole, and also DVD training, that sort of thing, to enable somebody who comes into the crew with no experience whatsoever to learn all the skills that are necessary to operate the lifeboat safely.
So you say that volunteer crews come from all different walks of life, different occupations, day jobs? That's
right. We've got people that work at sea, we've got people that are in IT, we have people that work for the Coast Guard, we've got people that work for building companies, right across the spectrum. The only requirement there is to be volunteer crew is to step up and volunteer, basically. Obviously, there are medical standards to be met, because being at sea on these boats can be quite arduous. So it's necessary that you can pass the RLI fitness and medical. But apart from that, we're looking for enthusiasm, ability to learn, and a commitment to be able to come to the station when required. Because at Harwich we're quite busy. We average over 100 shouts, as we call them, a year, which if you break them down is, quite a lot per week. It doesn't always work out that way because obviously we're more busy in the summer. But essentially we're a very busy station and it's quite a draw. People don't realise as a volunteer you're giving up a lot more than just your time at work. Invariably the shouts occur at weekends or in the evenings or at night, which would normally be most people's family time. It's not uncommon for you to spend hours away from your family to man the lifeboat. But when a guy joins the crew, the level of commitment is pointed out to him and what it will entail, and he's given quite a long lead-in period to see whether being a member of the crew is going to be something that he can and his family can accomplish.
You said at the moment it's mostly guys. Have you had females in the past?
Not at Harwich we haven't, but they are around the coast. I don't know, I think we're all too ugly at Harwich, so it puts them off. But essentially it's open to all genders, and the only restrictions are the age and fitness. You're required to be 17 before you start because of you need to be an adult, and there is a top limit which is depending on your fitness can move slightly, but essentially as long as you fall within that criteria and you're willing and interested, you can join.
What made you actually volunteer in the first place?
Well, I'm a local lad. I spent a lot of time in my youth sailing and fishing with my father in these very waters, and obviously from a young age I was aware of the lifeboat, and it was just a natural thing to become involved with and interested in. And I was very fortunate that there was a space available on the crew in 1977 when I decided to join, and was able to get on. But it's something that people join for different reasons. We don't always ask the reason why people join, it's just the fact that they want to do it. And the people that join for the wrong reasons soon get weeded out. You can join for philanthropic reasons, you can join just for the buzz, for the excitement, but whatever it is, as long as you turn up and help people, that's all we need.
I understand that you receive no government funding at all, so how important is public donations?
Well, I sometimes give talks, and the way I describe it is, I see the RNI as a pyramid. You've got the crews at the top, which, like now, we're receiving all the publicity. And then you've got a management structure underneath that helps to administrate and organise the RNI. But beneath all that, the thing that supports the whole pyramid is the public and the donations that they make. Because without that bottom part of the pyramid, the rest of it just wouldn't stand up. So I can't emphasise enough how important the public donations really are. They make the RNI work. This has got Harwich Lifeboat written on the back of it. It's not our boat, it's a public's boat, and we run it for the public to save lives.
We do appreciate your time, and you do a really good job, so do
Thank you very much.
It's
a pleasure.
Take
Thanks.
care. Thank you.
Well done.
Hello, I'm here with Rob, who is also one of the volunteers here at Harwich Lifeboat Station. Hello, Rob.
Hi.
Can you tell me a bit about why you volunteer?
Because it's a worthwhile thing to do, and very rewarding to be able to go out and help people.
How long have you been volunteering now?
I've been on the lifeboat about 6 years, and I got involved because I've always been around the lifeboat station. My dad, who you just spoke to, John, he's been on the lifeboat about 30 years. So I always remember as a kid being with my dad and his pager going off and coming down the road and just sitting and looking out the window as he disappeared off on the lifeboat. And I always thought that one day it would be something that I'd get involved with as well.
As a day job, what's your day job?
Currently I work for the Coast Guard. I'm the Coast Guard Watch Manager.
So you have an opportunity to see the action from both sides of the story, really.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so when I'm at work, I'm calling these guys out, and when I'm not at work, I'm getting called out myself. So yeah, quite involved.
And as you say, you're a volunteer. Do you not receive any government funding as the lifeboat service?
No government funding. The majority of the funding is voluntary donations and legacies.
Excellent. So what happens on a normal shout, really? As soon as from what happens from when you get the pager to when you actually get to the station, really?
So you're at home, like I was last night, and having a barbecue with the family and friends, and the pager will go off, as it quite often does on a Saturday afternoon when you're having a barbecue. So you have to quickly put the tongs down and get in the car or the bike and come down the road and muster in the crew room.
Have you had any particular shouts that really do stay in your mind, really?
There's been a few jobs where you pull people out of the water, and they're the ones that stick in your mind because you think they were quite close to not making it. So pulling people out of the water really is the sort of jobs that you remember.
Well, I must say that yourself and the other volunteers play a really vital job, and hopefully we can raise more money for yourselves. Do you know how much money that you would need on a yearly basis, really, to keep this station?
No, I don't know much about that sort of thing.
Okay.
Good morning, Felix Stowe TV. Not that many more.
Right, well, as you can see, we're still here at the Harwich Sea Festival. I'm joined by Alistair, who's going to take us around the actual basin now. So, over to you, Alistair.
Well, there's a lot of guys around here today. All the yachts, Zanny, Riska and the lifeboat moored up along there. There used to be an old steam puffer. They used to walk around the Quinning Canal up in Scotland. It used to be a steam puffer, probably now a diesel engine.
Right, should I take again or?
8, so you're okay.
Hi guys.
It's definitely good. Yeah, fantastic.
Langar Beach, Langar Beach, Langar Beach.
Well, as you see, I'm joined by Sarah, and everything is going on in the background, some live music and also the community demonstrations that we'll see a bit later, so stay tuned.